Welcome to your mindful movement practice. Starting to head over to your chosen space for today and collecting your lovely props, including a yoga mat or sticky mat. You can also pad this with another blanket if you'd like. A pair of yoga blocks, or you can also use smaller cushions as well. At least one blanket. We'll be folding this up to add extra cushioning, and maybe one to cover yourself. Yoga bolster, if you happen to have one. An alternative to this around your house, maybe just grabbing some pillows from your bedroom. We want something that is going to be torso length, and this will support us for prone resting poses. Just putting that aside for now. And something that, if you happen to have, is a deflated ball. This is really great for padding between knees. So let's clear any props that we might have on our mat, just putting them to the side. And we're going to begin with an arrival. If you feel like lying down to begin with, you can fold up one of your blankets to create a pillow for your head. If you feel like sitting upright, a yoga block just under your seat, under hips, can be very helpful as well. So how would you like to begin your practice? And before you get too comfortable, if you do plan on adding the playlist, let's coordinate it together. So grabbing your device, we want to select the first song in 3, 2, 1. And just placing that aside. If choosing to lay on your back, deciding if you want to have your feet together, if you want to have them hips width apart, or to the width or wider than hips width. Choosing if you want feet to be closer in or a little bit further out. And what will bring you the most comfort right now? As you scan your body, detecting any areas of tension. Just getting comfortable. If a hand to heart and hand to belly brings you some added comfort, that is an invitation for you. And once you've settled in, or feel that you've settled in a little bit more, can we start to bring our awareness to the feel of the floor below us? And where might you feel your body interacting with the mat, or we can even imagine it to be the earth. And slowly now, bringing our awareness to our breath. Where do you sense breath moving through your body? Maybe feeling the cool air moving through nostrils. Could also feel it through the rise of belly, the fall of belly. And just observing with compassion, being completely in the present moment as we anchor to our breath. And if this pace is perfect for you right now, welcome to continue here. Or if you'd like to explore, working to elongate your breath, even if it's just to add one more count. Working to move our body even further towards a state of rest. And between inhale and exhale, can also add a gentle pause. Just continuing to simply focus on the in-breath and out-breath. And slowly starting to return to a normal breathing pace for you. And starting to remember where you are, starting to take in your surroundings as we start to prepare to bring movement back into body. Let's start to draw our knees in towards our chest. Maybe we can wrap our arms around our knees to give ourselves a hug. Let's hang on to our right knee, extend our left leg along the mat, bringing our head back down to our pillow or the mat. Slowly transferring our right knee into our right hand and just holding it open here. And then slowly guiding our knee over and across, just gently, introducing a little bit of a twist here. And let's guide it slowly back towards center, bringing our right leg down. Let's now hug our left knee in. And then slowly guiding our left knee out to the left side. And then guiding it slowly across to the other side. Just a very gentle supine twist. And drawing our knee back towards center, bringing a hand to either knee and slowly creating circles. And when you feel ready to, slowly transitioning to the other direction. Creating mobility in our hips. And finding stillness again, we bring our hands to the outer edges of our feet, drawing our feet up towards the sky. Finding our happy baby, gentle rock, always an option. And slowly releasing our feet back to the mat. We can remove the blanket if we were using it. And just laying our head along the mat now. Let's inhale, reach our arms up and over until they meet the floor. And exhale, we draw our knees in towards our chest, hovering our feet. And exhale, plant our feet back down. We raise our hips. And exhale, find the reach, hug of our knees again. And then inhaling, we reach our arms up and overhead again. Exhale, knees towards chest. Inhale, drop our feet and raise our hips. Exhale, drop hips, find our hug again. So finding your flow here as we move through this flow of movements. Raising hips, finding our hug. Inhale, reaching up and overhead. Exhale, knees towards chest. Inhale, dropping feet, raising hips. Exhale, finding our hug. Synchronizing breath with movement. And the next time you find yourself with knees in towards chest, let's use that as an opportunity to find a rock and roll, using our momentum here as we rock forward and back. Massaging out our spine until we make our way to the top. Let's grab our props needed for our restorative. So option 1, using your bolster and placing it vertically at the top of your mat with an added blanket to pad your head. Option 2 is grabbing your bed pillows and placing them vertically at the top. You can do 2 or 3. And also placing our blanket at the top to pad our head. And I'll be demoing with the bolster option. And keep in mind that I will be mirroring you. So once you have your bolster pillow ready with blanket on top, we're gonna face away from our pillows, having the right edge of our thigh just along the bottom edge of our bolster pillow. Rooting our right hand and swinging our legs to stack our hips, knees, and ankles, or sliding our top leg so that our knee fits in the sole of our other foot. Let's root through our crown and slowly frame the bolster and making our way slowly onto our front body. We want to have our gaze towards our knees here. Or you can turn your gaze away from your knees to get a more intense prone twist. If you've chosen your legs how I am demoing in a more deer shape, you're welcome to release that if you prefer, or if you want to try the stacking of hips, knees, and ankles instead. So choosing what feels most comfortable to you, whether it's the orientation of legs or orientation of your gaze. We're gonna be here for some time to take in the restorative benefits of this deer pose. So if you feel called to make any adjustments, please listen so that you can bring your body into more comfort. And slowly starting to prepare for movement again. Want to gently ground our hands back onto the mat and slowly push up so we can come back to seated. Preparing for our next pose, let's take our pillows or bolsters and now place it horizontally across the mat. And you may want to grab a yoga block, placing it at the top of our setup to elevate our pillow. And then making your way to your right side and just bringing the pillow down a little bit to create some space for our arm. We're coming onto our right side body so that the pillow will give us a nice hug on our side. And then bringing our arm through the space, bringing our block a little bit closer to support our head. An option here is to raise your top arm up and over to find a side stretch. Another option is grabbing one of your extra pillows and just giving it a nice hug. Other recommended props here would be the deflated ball or another cushion between knees, or you might need to pull your pillow a little bit further towards the back of you to give you more cuddling space with your pillow. And if the block is too high, you can always try without or trying to fold the blanket up. So finding what works for you here. Getting cozy, and just taking your time to settle in. Even something as small as a wrinkle in a blanket can be irritating. So use any opportunity to create more comfort. And as you're laying here on your right side, can you bring awareness to your breath, to your body, seeing if you can really remain as present as possible. And slowly starting to mentally prepare for movement again as we make our way to our halfway point. And just placing the pillow that you might be hugging aside and hanging on to the pillow that you may have between knees with a ball. And we're just rolling onto our back to come into a reclined back bend. So you'll likely have to adjust where the pillow is below you, where the blanket or block are, and adding that cushioning back between knees or adding it for the first time. You can also use a strap and actually put it across thighs so that the ball doesn't roll away. Whatever you choose, just finding what works best for you. As we try to bring our shoulders down towards the mat, finding what works for you with this chest opening, heart opening feeling. So just being aware that it is maybe a little bit more intense. And then finding also what works for your legs. If you want them bent, you can even bring soles of feet together in towards a cobbler's pose or butterfly. And where do your arms feel best? You can maybe be out to a T or on your body, cactus shape. On our back, we are officially in the equinox of our practice, finding balance here, that halfway point. Mentally starting to prepare for movement again. From this reclined back bend, you can simply roll onto your left side. Or if you feel that you want to come out of this pose and then reset up, you're welcome to bring the soles of your feet back to the mat, placing hands on thighs or crunching up to seated to make your adjustments. I'm gonna flip so I can mirror on the other side. We'll be now making our way onto our left side body. And definitely grabbing that extra pillow to hug if you enjoyed that on the other side. And getting snug, cozy, making way for your bottom arm. Or if you preferred the side stretch, you're more than welcome to bring your upper arm up and over. Your additional yoga block can be a rest for this hand. And here we are now on our left side. Starting to mentally prepare for movement again. We're moving back into our prone twist. Just getting back to basics with just our pillows or bolsters vertically. Making our way once again to our left side. Sitting away so that our left thigh comes to the edge of the bolster or pillows. Grounding our left hand and coming to that deer-legged shape again. Or stacking hips, knees, and ankles. We'll want to frame the bolster, finding length in the crown of our head and slowly making our way down, elongating our spine with each step. And do you prefer to face forward or find a greater twist with gaze away from knees? And how is your body feeling here in the twist on the other side? Can you notice any shifts in your body? Is your body calmer? Has your body moved into relaxation a little bit more easily with each pose? Also being aware that each side can be very different in our body. And in case our mind has wandered a little bit, can we bring awareness back to us, back to this sensation, this shape? Mentally preparing for movement again. When you feel ready to, grounding fingers into the mat on either side of your pillow and slowly making your way back up. And here we begin to move into our final resting pose for our practice. Here are a few options for your Savasana. Placing your bolster or pillows under your knees. You can even place a yoga block underneath to create a slight incline for bent knees over the bolster. And have your blanket ready as your pillow again. Other options for your feet are no props at all, with legs along the mat, and feet can be together or wider than the mat. You can even bring soles together to create a diamond shape. Since we will be in Shavasana for a slightly longer period of time, an additional blanket is recommended, as it tends to get a little bit cooler during the time that we are closer to the ground. This is your invitation to get as cozy as you'd like. You could even cover your eyes with an eye pillow as well. And just settling in as we prepare for about a 10-minute Shavasana with Yoga Nidra to support us to move into even deeper rest. And firstly, bringing our awareness to the feel of the mat below us. Everywhere that our body is interacting with the support below us. And slowly starting to bring your awareness to the top of your head. This awareness starting to bring forth relaxation through forehead, relaxing through your eyes, mouth and jaw, and this relaxation pouring down the back of your head, sides of head, full head now completely relaxed. The sense of awareness now moving along the back of our neck, sides of neck, and front of neck. Awareness now to our right shoulder, our right elbow, right wrist, thumb and fingers, until our whole right hand is now relaxed. Our forearm and upper arm, whole right arm fully relaxed. Awareness now to our left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, thumb and fingers, until our whole left hand is relaxed. Our forearm, upper arm, whole left arm now fully relaxed. Awareness now to right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, moving all the way down our spine from our upper back, our mid back, all the way to our lower back, until relaxation has poured down towards our hips. Awareness to our collarbone, chest, right side ribs, left side ribs, navel, and down our front body to our hip bones. Our whole torso area now relaxed. Bringing awareness to our pelvis, right hip bone, right knee, right ankle, our heel, sole of foot, and each toe. Right leg now completely relaxed. Bringing awareness to our right cheek, left cheek, left hip bone, left knee, left ankle, sole of foot, and each toe. Your whole body now relaxed, from head all the way to your toes, and giving you some space here to really restore, rest, and relax. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. When you are feeling ready for movement, gently bringing some wiggling through toes and fingertips, and really taking your time to reawaken. Take your sweet time.